Hey folks, and welcome to my thoughts on a comic. And today's comic is Ultimate Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer Part 5 out of 5, Issue 46 by Marvel. Now there is some fighting and a few drops of blood here, so if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Alright, let's start with names. Right, so the writer is Mike Carey, not sure. The art is by Pasqual Ferry. I probably botched that one. Colors by Justin Ponsor. Probably botched that one too. Letters are by VC's Ross Wooton. Maybe. Production is by Rich Ginter. Editor is Bill Rosemann. I'm not sure. Let's see. Senior editor is Ralph. I'm not gonna even try that. It'll be down below. Editor in chief is Joe Quesada, and publisher is Dan Buckley. Let's see. Publisher often. All right. So these are all the names. All right. Let me start with my favorite complaint: the ads. There is this shit load of fucking ads in this one. Fuck me, you look at it, it's such a thick book. Like, you're excited, and then, oh, great, half of it is ads. Thank you, Marvel. Fuck you. I mean, seriously, there's even like 3 pages of ads right after the other about a new comic in there. Come on, people. I get it, that's how you make money, but gee. I mean, sheesh. Can't you shove a little less or at least space them more? Or fuck them all to the back at least. I mean, fuck me. Every other page there's an ad, then there's several pages of ads. No comic pages. Again, some places you feel like, everything's moving really fast because of that. I mean, fuck me. What can I tell you? And also, the worst one of them all. This. What is this? I don't know what to even say. Like, okay, well, fairly, when I say horse semen about this, I'm joking, but why is this tied to the side? His hair all, ruffled. That actually looks like something for Pornhub. You know? That actually looks like, oops, I've been caught giving a blowjob under the table. Seriously, what is this? I feel bad for this man. I feel really bad for this man. I mean, oh my god. Couldn't they at least make him look? Why is this tie like that? It looks like he's about to do something else besides that BJ. Just saying. It's just, for fuck's sakes. Right, let's move on before we have any more imaginings. Alright, so this is, actually I think I had more Ultimate Fantastic Four issues. I think I gave them to Mr. Metarog. Alright, so anyway, in this, it's confusing because it's part of 5 of the Silver Surfer. It's also issue 46. Well, anyway, in the previous issue, and here the Fantastic... I'm not really sure about the origin of the Fantastic Four. I mean, how they became the Fantastic Four. In the movies, it was on a space shuttle, and here it's apparently... Reed was experimenting on some stuff, and they were all together there, and they got affected, and it altered genetics, I think. It altered their... I think it altered their something with genetics. Yeah, genetic structures. And so they became who they are. Then Reed got some signals from aliens to build something, and he was obsessed about that. And then they met the Silver Surfer, who told them about this king of his, that Johnny called Psycho Man. Actually a pretty fitting name. And then And then the Psycho Man, he teleported everyone into a new dimension called the Zen L. Wait, called Zen L. Yeah, called Zen L. He put them all there where everything's perfect. It's utopia. There's no violence, no war, and no one has a choice. They have to do everything that he bids them. So all of them are transport. All the people in the world. This is in the early 2000s, so near 6 billion. All of them are teleported there. The Fantastic Four are all altered, and so the rest of humanity. So they don't remember they're the Fantastic Four. And the asshole also kidnapped Reed's sister. I didn't know Reed had a sister, but apparently he has two. One is deceased and doesn't have a name. And this one's named Enid. I know it's Enid. I don't know how you pronounce that. So he kidnapped her. She's also under his control. He, for some reason, likes her. Don't ask me. But the Silver Surfer is also in this new universe, the other dimension. And he's also in this new place, and he finds Reed, and then he helps Reed remember who he was. And then Reed builds a device that helps the rest of them remember who they were. But something's wrong with Ben, though. He seemed to have... His mind is not there for some reason. So when we start our story, they go to a large statue of the Silver Surfer. And this alternate place, I'll just call it Zenla. Zenla. So in Zenla, he used to be a hero. There's a statue, a story. Reed takes out his device thingy, and the Silver Surfer regains who he was. I don't know how he lost. I mean, if he helped Reed, how was he a statue later? Never mind. So he helps him, and okay, now they need to think of a plan. They need to do something to get everyone else out of. I'm just gonna call him Psycho Man because I don't remember his name. How to get him out of Psycho Man's control. So they say, well, we need to find the device he's using and destroy it. But Silver Surfer says that when he attempted that last time, everyone died. So apparently this happened before somewhere, or... I know, it's confusing. Fuck multi-universes and time travel. So he tells them that everyone died. But Reed tells him, yeah, but when you attempted it, they were under the control for years and years. And here it's only been several days or several weeks. So it might work, so they go around... I'll start showing. Alright, so let's go to the... Alright, so this is the statue. He's a pretty big dude here. I gotta say, Reed looks really cute. I like that. Alright, so there's the... Man, what a pose. Very threatening. Alright, so there they are. Ben is not entirely there. That's Susie and Johnny. Alright, so they all go... So we see more... Okay, so that's his sister. That's Psycho Man. He's an alien or whatever. Right, so they go along, you can see in this town, everything's peaceful, no one's fighting. People giving them looks. Johnny asks, why's everyone looking? Silver Surfer tells him, well, I'm sort of a legend here. And, there's also Ben, who doesn't exactly look like your average individual. Your average man. So here they go, they find this thing. But apparently it's been a trap. They reach the place where they think the device is, and they're ambushed by the metal band. That's not how they're called. They're just... Each one's made sort of a metal. One moment. Right, sorry about that. So yes, they're all made of some kind of metal, and they're all the servants of Psycho Man. You can see Johnny starts fighting. Now, interesting. Johnny's shirt burns, but not the pants. Well, obviously, couldn't be naked, but it's just... Right, anyway, they all fight. One of them seems to have some beef with Silver Surfer. Some personal beef and whatever. So they're, fighting. One of them swallows Johnny. He covers him with himself, which is... Kind of weird. And not to mention, fucking claustrophobic. Look, another fucking ant. So anyway, they fight. They're almost defeated, but then Ben seems to help them. You can see he wakes up from. Well, he doesn't wake up, but he seems to still manage to help them. You can see he kicks two at one. That's the skinnier one. That's the buff dude. And then there's the third one. More ads. So he defeats them and then Reed saves them with using his device again. So how he managed to get the rest of the team out of the state is he went into a certain frequency. So in here he goes into another frequency in order to make them unable to think clearly. And here's the ad for the next comic. And come on. So yeah, again, just some moves are so abrupt. It's annoying. Oh, but there's a tribute here to Mike Win. I don't know how to pronounce that. That was pretty nice. Oh, fuck's sake, so many ads. Alright, so they arrive to the. He knows where the Psycho Man is. They arrive. That's his. Again, that's his sister. They start talking. He tells them, now everyone's happy because what he did is he put people in a state of constant happiness. Almost, he made them into children. They're constantly happy now and no wars. Basically, dude has a god complex and is an asshole. So there, Johnny's powers don't seem to work. Silver Surfer, they have some banter between them, some beef. It's like, how dare you speak to me? Speaks to him. So apparently Psycho Man has actually made the Silver Surfer into what he is. So that was quite interesting. All I know about the Silver Surfer is that he is Galactus's lunch delivery. But I know it was from another planet, but I just always thought that's how the people of his planet were. My bad. So they continues, they're all happy, and then Reed says, yeah, but you need to give them a choice. So then he says, well, how about you let my sister choose? Well, will she choose to stay with you in this perfect, idyllic world of yours? This perfect life, or will she want to go back to the... let me read you this description, because it's really good. He says, to the paradise or to the messy, up and down, make it as you go along life she had on Earth. So what would she choose? So he removes his control over her, and he's like, come on, I'll read you some stories. I have a feeling he wanted to, parent someone. But it doesn't work, really. Reed's sister runs back to her brother. She wants him to take her home. And then Psycho Man decides to make Reed. He puts in all the 6 billion people into his mind, so he'll be the one that'll control everything. If he doesn't go insane from it. Susan's angry, like, you asshole, you promised. He obviously doesn't do that. Sorry. And then they ask the Silver Surfer, well, what do? We need to do something. He's going to die. And then the Silver Surfer says he needs some sort of anchor. So they all make a circle around Reed to hug it out. I'm kidding. They don't hug. But yeah, they make a... I wonder if this is where they got that idea for Guardians of the Galaxy. So yeah, they all form a circle around him, and they all take here's some blood. And they all take this to help Reed anchor himself. I don't know how exactly that works, but whatever. Hand holding is nice, I guess. So he manages, and he breaks the Psycho Man's control. And then the golden boy here threatens him. And that's it. Next, Reed transports everyone back to their world, not to this place. See, everyone disappears. It's apparent that Ben's mind has been somewhere and just wasn't connected to any live wire. So he puts that back together. That's his sister. Oh, look how sweet. So and then there we got this dude who I have no idea what the hell he is. But anyway, we got this dude. So he's like, okay, so you fixed everything. They altered some things to move the edges so no one would remember. Some reason he seems to know. And then he's like asking, well, what about Psycho Man? And then Reed says he's not gonna be a problem at all. Then before I went to the next page, I was like, are you sure about that? I thought this would be one of those times where, they say, oh, that's not a problem anymore, and then you show the bad guy preparing a new plan. But no, it seems like Reed has given him the mind of a child. He's like, look, all the pretty flowers. Let's plant some flowers. That was that was both funny and somewhat cruel. I didn't think Reed, our old good nerd, would be up to that, but here we are. And we got his metal band team, who I'm not really sure if they're also like this now or they just obey him no matter what. Or Reed has prevented them from telling him anything. Or perhaps they can't really tell him anything because it won't help. He now has the mind of a child forever. So I guess they'll be planting flowers and dancing around. Or whatever it is. Oh, and before that, the Silver Surfer, as soon as they finished all this, he went away to space again. He wanted to be in the big black. Travel, I guess in this point, he's like, he can't sit in place. He has needles in his behind. Although, would that even be possible for them to enter? So yeah, and then he's like, oh, I've never seen a golden man, he says here. But I did remember a silver one, though I don't remember his name. And then that's it. I guess he'll be playing forever, and I guess it's still Zenla, probably. And then the Silver Surfer is floating happily in space on his surfboard. And the end. And as you can see, still a shit ton of ads. Alright, so let's get to the art. So the art's nice. I mean, it's very pleasing. But, it says, I can't really explain it, but to me it feels somewhat dead. Like, it's very pleasing, it's very nice, but it doesn't have any edge to it. Everything's, like, smooth and nice. To be fair, maybe that is on purpose to fit the atmosphere of the story. This world's, like, everything peaceful, we all love each other, no wars, no violence, but I don't know, somewhat it just feels dead, especially a lot of the backgrounds. But that's just me. Overall, it's good, and I do like how they look here. Especially Reedy. He looks cute with glasses. So that's that. But yeah, still, you can see, quite nice. More fucking ads. And that's a pretty cool scene, though. And then there's the cover that's... it's okay. I didn't fall off my seat with amazement or anything from that. So overall, it's a pretty interesting story, although definitely you need to read from the beginning. It's very confusing separately, and definitely need to find a paperback because fuck ads. Seriously, this is worse than the New 52 in the amount of ads this has. I think this is literally half the comic is ads. It's pretty thick, so it's even more depressing. What can I do? It is what it is. Alright, so yeah, if you enjoy Fantastic Four, give this one a read. I quite liked it, and maybe someday I'll get the trade paperback. Well, that is it. Till next time, bye!